Hi Casey, it's Liz. I am bringing you this quick response video on this Sunday afternoon before I go on an adventure because I think that I have my thoughts together and wanted to get them out before they leave again. Defining transitivity is very hard and not something I'm completely sure of myself. So I was definitely interested to get your take on it. Transitivity is most commonly used in grammar and linguistics. It's a property of a verb that relates to whether a verb can take direct objects and how many such objects a verb can take. That's like the dictionary definition. But I still think that it goes to, relation and action. One of the things in the relational aesthetics book that I have here by Nicholas Bourriard that I like is kind of about the relations between individuals and groups, between the artist and the world, and by way of transitivity, between the beholder and the world. So it takes that relationship either between the artist and the work or between the people who view it and can project that more broadly. So it's can one relation to one thing translate to a relation to another, or a relationship between two things that were not involved with the first. But another thing that I really liked about that, talking about the space of objective relations between positions, and they said that was, in other words, a microcosm defined by power plays and struggles whereby producers strive to preserve or transform it. And I feel like that's really what we're doing, and can kind of go back to your power play comment also. There was a lot in your previous video, but I also will say about your previous video, I see you editing that video. I do not know how to do that. I have to take mine all in one take. So if we're going to get fancier with our videos, you're going to have to teach me how to do some things. That would be really helpful. So, because I'm trying to get this out a little bit quickly, I guess I'll get to our rules portion. I struggled with rules because I wasn't really trying to impose any, do not rules. I was looking more for rules of what to do and what to add. But I have a friend visiting, and she was talking about how a lot of the people that she tries to make art or do things with, they do a lot of talking about or planning it and then rescheduling it and talking about it some more, and that it is important to just be present and do something and actively engage as opposed to talking about things that aren't here or now. So I thought about that and thought about making it, making sure that we're all actively engaged. But also, I think as a rule, and one thing that I really like about games as opposed to sports is that everyone gets a turn. So I think that it is important for our videos to be a response and a response and a response versus I think some of us could really make a lot of videos and post them all really fast. And I think that it's important to wait for those responses and kind of have a call and response. So I think rule number one is everyone gets a turn. And I need to learn how to edit some videos. So let's figure out how to do that. Let me know what you're thinking for rules now that we've kind of conceptualized, relation, and like what we're trying to do is, set it up and see what comes out of the interaction. So continue to interact, and let me know what you're thinking about how the game will work some.